Welcome to the channel, folks. I'm your host, Trillionaire, and today we're discussing the flippening of Ethereum. More on that in a moment, but first, we've got some cryptocurrency to give away. We have 88 comments, 56 likes, '71 unique commenters. That started off. Zahid Fidei says, I think Lisk and Power Ledger is a good investment, although it might be late. Great and an insightful view on the market. Thanks, man. Got his Bitcoin address there. Appreciate you letting me know which one it was, Bitcoin or Ethereum. From this point on, just giving away Ethereum, not Bitcoin. So make sure you put your Ethereum address, and I will be getting you guys Ethereum. Let's go ahead and send that. Should probably use the guy's Bitcoin address, huh? And withdraw funds. Okay, success. You've successfully withdrawn the BTC. All right, sir. Zahid Fidei, thanks very much for commenting. Folks, if you want to participate in the giveaway in the future, all you need to do is like, comment, subscribe on the video. Make sure the comment is about the question of the day, or at the very minimum, the topic of the day. And today's topic is on Ethereum's flippening. I want to get your guys' opinion on the flippening. For more opportunities to win free Ethereum in the future, all you need to do is head over to Twitter, and you can find me at CryptoTrill. I do post on Twitter several times per day on relevant information relevant to cryptocurrency. For those of you who are liking and retweeting my posts, you guys are going to get a nice surprise. So if you do want to participate and get free cryptocurrency from me, definitely like and retweet those posts, because I will be picking somebody randomly who is liking and retweeting my posts on Twitter. Make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe and like, and leave a comment. Folks, if you are commenting on the video, make sure you are liking the video as well. And turn on your notifications so you're sure to get my latest videos and be part of those giveaways. Thank you very much. Let's dive right in. Okay, so we got crypto giveaway, Twitter poll results. All right, so today's topic is Ethereum, and is the flippening a real possibility? Can it actually happen? Well, let's take a look at the market cap today. Let's take a look at the total market cap today, and we see Bitcoin is at about $8,261, up about 1.25% right now, and we got Ethereum at about $460. Near its all-time high. It peaked out at about $470 a little earlier today, not too long ago. So it is making a run for that 500, no doubt. The question is it going to pull back and hang out after that, go back to 400 and relax, or is it going to keep on climbing? My opinion, Ethereum is a sleeping giant, and it's been sleeping for some time. Let's go ahead and have a quick look at Ethereum specifically here. Right now we see it at a market cap of $44 billion, volume of $2.1 billion over the last 24 hours. All right, we've got excessive volume on Ethereum right now, and it is on its own tear right now. It is screaming. When I made the video a few days ago talking about this is the time to buy Ethereum, I made that video at $360. I knew Ethereum was going to run to $500, folks. Sometimes things are just obvious. Things are just obvious, and this was a real obvious one. For those of you who've been doubting Ethereum, you know, why has it been sitting at $300? You know, it's just going to go back down to $300. Folks, I don't think we're going to see $300 anytime soon. I think we're more likely to see about a $750 Ethereum before we see a $300 Ethereum. Much more likely to see a $700. And, you know, that's not easy to call that because we're a lot closer to 300. But if you just look at the progression of Ethereum over the, you know, the past, you kind of see how I get that sort of opinion. Now, obviously, past performance does not indicate future performance. That's not what I'm saying here. But there's a real possibility of it happening. Why don't we head over to Ftrader real quick. Here's some of the popular comments on Ethereum. Most popular story on CNBC, and this says tech, but really it's the most popular story on CNBC today. It is Bitcoin's main rival Ethereum hits a fresh record high. This thing is going bonkers, all right? And here on Ftrader itself, obviously it's going to get voted up high, but this is getting voted up significantly, so that's about to hit the front page. It's going to get even more exposure. Folks, we're getting a lot of attention on Ethereum right now. This may not be a bad time to buy in. Even at these all-time highs, you're not going to catch me saying that too often. And if I had more money to put into Ethereum right now, would I do it? That is something that I'd have to tackle with myself. But is it a good time to buy in if you've never bought into cryptocurrency? Personally, I would wait for more of a pullback, but at the same time, Ethereum has been such a sleeping giant for so long. 3-4 months it consolidated around that $300 level. Let's go have a look at it right here. This is a post I want you guys to check out. Buying in now is buying cheap compared to all-time high versus the Bitcoin versus BTC over the summer, where Ethereum peaked around 0.15 per BTC, and currently it's around 0.053. So we're almost at a third in Bitcoin value of what Ethereum was. So while we're at an all-time high of Ethereum's US dollar value, peaking out at $470 earlier today and likely continuing on higher after this video gets posted, we're currently at a low, not a low, but we're currently much lower than we were when Bitcoin was much cheaper. So for those of us who have been holding Ethereum long term and watching Bitcoin climb in value, you know, we're still not where we could have been if we had just invested in Bitcoin. But you also can't look at it that way, like, oh, I wish I had done this. No, the way I'm looking at it is, okay, great. So Bitcoin made all those gains. It pushed into that new future. It pushed us into that new super high market cap that we've experienced, $250 billion, a quarter trill, if you will. I can't believe that we've reached a $250 billion, where before the year even began, we weren't even at $50 billion. So we're at a $250 billion right now. It's absolutely nuts. If we look back over the last, 3 months, right? This is going back to September 28th. We're in November. It doesn't go back that far. September, October, November. All right. If we look back over about the last 3 months, we see the Bitcoin US dollar value of Ethereum. This is of Bitcoin. Ethereum, Bitcoin right here. If we look at it, the US dollar value is the Bitcoin value is, the value of Ethereum in Bitcoin has gone way, way down, way down. Now, naturally, over the past month or so, it's been making some significant gains, and more specifically, over the past 2 weeks, it's really made back some headroom. But we haven't recovered nearly as much as we can, and for that reason, that's what I'm saying. We're going to get an Ethereum that is going to explode far beyond $500 that some people were calling, may even go beyond $750. Honestly, for us to get back to Ethereum's all-time highs, and if Bitcoin stays at its current level, we're going to see Ethereum at about $459. We're going to see Ethereum at about $1,200, $1,300 to get back to those all-time highs. Is that going to happen? I don't know. But if we take a look at the flippening, the question of this video is, will we get a flippening with Ethereum? Well, for us to get a flippening with Ethereum, we need 4, 8, 12, 9, that's 1,300. We need Ethereum to triple in value from here. We need it to more than triple in value, and we need Bitcoin to stay the same price in the meantime. What are the odds of that? Well, we finally have all the attention that's been on Bitcoin because of these forks subsiding a little bit, and now Ethereum, the sleeping giant, and it is the sleeping giant, has an opportunity to show itself. It has the most transactions on a 24-hour basis compared to any other cryptocurrency. In fact, if you combine all other cryptocurrencies, it has more transactions on a 24-hour basis than any other cryptocurrency combined. All other cryptocurrencies combined. That's nuts. So are we going to see Ethereum, show its true value? Or is this its true value? I think we're going to see Ethereum show its true value, and it's going to rise significantly. We're going to get about a $1,300 Ethereum in the next 3 months. You mark my words, we're going to get an extremely high Ethereum, or the bubble's going to burst. One of the two will happen, and I'm talking about the crypto bubble. I'm talking about Bitcoin severely declining in value. I'm talking about Ethereum declining in value as well, but Ethereum will hold its weight much better than Bitcoin at this point. In my opinion, Bitcoin has extended itself. For the past 9 years of Bitcoin's life, it's always followed, okay, the more transactions we got, the more value we have. Now Bitcoin is gone away from that. Its transactions have kind of leveled off, and its value has gone up significantly in that time span. Well, Ethereum hasn't done that. It's stuck to its transactions, and it's climbed steadily along with them. Much more natural growth, if you will. So at any rate, whichever side happens, Ethereum is going to be better to hold in the long term at this point than Bitcoin, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, but that's where my head's at, folks. That's the case for the flippening. Can we get the flippening? Yes, I think Ethereum's value is there. It's there in the fact that it's processing more transactions. It's there in the fact that its transaction times are fast. It's there in the fact that its transaction cost is cheaper. This is one of the reasons that we're moving to Ethereum for our giveaways from here on out. So make sure you use your Ethereum address when you're posting a comment if you want to participate in the giveaways. And on Twitter, you don't need to post any address. I'm going to contact you specifically and ask you for your address when I am ready to give away Ethereum. So thanks very much for listening in, folks. That is going to be all for today. Before I leave you, I always like to give you guys opportunities. All right, I'm all about giving you guys opportunities to make the most money you possibly can. This right here is an opportunity. Brian Armstrong came on about a day or two ago. He went on Bloomberg or CNBC, one of the major financial news outlets, and I'm going to post that video at the end of this video here so you guys can check it out. You don't have to go anywhere else. I'm going to put that on for you guys right now, no charge. But pretty much, Brian Armstrong went on and he said that we're going to be adding tokens near the end of the year, early 2018. I think he's got targeted 2018. Yeah, Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, one of the largest, if not the largest exchanges for Americans into cryptocurrency, fiat cryptocurrency, anywhere in the world. He comes on and he says, this is exactly the sort of token we'd like to support on Coinbase and GDAX over the coming year. Make it easy to buy, sell with these government currencies. Now, he said this in March 30th, and he has since released a document detailing what sort of cryptos he's going to allow on his Coinbase GDAX platform. And basically, yeah, it sticks to this. Now, when he put that out, he said that it's targeted more towards the beginning of 2018. So this means this is an opportunity that you guys are going to be able to take advantage of in the next 1-2 months here. You need to start getting your ducks in a row. And a major duck to purchase is Basic Attention Token. Make sure you buy it on a low. Don't buy it after a fresh peak. Let's go check out Basic Attention Token right now. And full disclosure, folks, I don't have any Basic Attention Token. I'm telling you guys about this opportunity before I have even purchased any myself. I've held some in the distant past, but I have not held some at any time in recent history. This is a great time to potentially get in on it. Right now, it's at 15 cents, has been as low as 11 cents, 12 cents in the past week. And as far as all time, it's gone down to 7 cents at its absolute bottom. Okay, so it's at 12 cents right now. That's not too bad. And this is before it has before it's been implemented onto exchange. Now, this might not happen. It's possible that it won't happen, that it won't be added for whatever reason. But the CEO himself has said this is the sort of token that we're looking to add. In my opinion, that's a strong hold. I wouldn't put all my money into it because who knows how much of an effect it will actually have. But it should have a major effect, seeing as how currently there's only 3 tokens offered up there. Now, when they add tokens, I believe they're going to add, more than a few. They'll add like 5 or 10, maybe even 20 around the same period of time. But in my opinion, this will be one of the first ones. Another one people are talking about is G&T. So definitely want to look into the sort of tokens that he's indicated that he likes and would like on his platform in the past, because those are likely to be the ones that are going to be added first. That's a real financial opportunity for folks to make a considerable amount of money, because that's liquidity. And the second you have fiat going directly into cryptocurrency on one of the major exchanges, that is a real opportunity for that the value of that cryptocurrency to shoot up in value. So anyways, folks, I'm going to leave you with that interview. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe on the video. Appreciate all my new subscribers. We just crossed over 800 subscribers. It's major, folks. Major. Doing major things. The more subscribers we get, the more views we get, the more cryptocurrency I can give away. We're going to be giving away hard wallets. We're going to be doing all sorts of crypto information. So stay tuned, folks. This has been Trillionaire. Peace.
There's been over 100 hedge funds created in the last year that are interested in trading digital currency, and we have hundreds more reaching out to us, looking from traditional hedge funds, sovereign wealth funds, family offices. Seems like everybody is interested in digital currency these days.
Certainly the interest is there. Brian, what are you giving these institutional clients that they otherwise didn't have access to? Obviously, you could kind of be snarky about it, say the whole point of Bitcoin is to remove the risk of intermediaries, but how does it work?
Yeah, well, Coinbase Custody is seeking to become the first qualified custodian for institutions that are looking to store digital currency. And so what that means is they need a secure, compliant way to store funds on behalf of their LPs if they're going to start investing in this space. And from what we've seen, there's probably about $10 billion of institutional money sitting on the sidelines waiting to flow into digital currency. And the main thing blocking it is just the existence of a qualified custodian like this. So that's what we're seeking to become with our Coinbase Custody product.
And where, Brian, I mean, is Bitcoin the one that for you guys has the most interest? Is it Ethereum? What's the demand like out there?
Well, everything started with Bitcoin really about 5 years ago here, but it's now turned out to be that there's dozens of these digital currencies. Actually, I think there's about 50 to 100 now with a market cap over 100 million. So it's almost becoming like stock market 2.0, if you want to think of it that way. And the ones that are most exciting to us that we have on the platform today are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. But there's many more that are going to be added to the platform in 2018. And I think this is going to be a really exciting space for all kinds of institutional investors to make money.
So if the SEC cracks down, and we know already in China they've cracked down on initial coin offerings and so forth, what happens for you guys? Does that represent a material risk that you could be involved, cast judgment upon for helping facilitate all of this? Or would it simply be a business risk because then people wouldn't have as much demand to store these?
Yeah, so we've stayed out of adding any ICOs on the platform to date just because of that regulatory uncertainty. And I do think there's a good chance that some percentage of those ICOs will end up being considered securities. The head of the SEC has said as much. And so we're approaching that area very cautiously. Whenever we decide to add a new asset onto the platform, we really look at a number of factors. And we released our GDAX new asset trading policy just a few weeks ago that gives some more insight into how we do this. But we look at things like what the regulatory risk is. We do some diligence on the team. We do a security audit of the coin. what the customer demand is, and we consider all of those factors before adding it to the platform. So we're really looking to provide a safe place where customers can have assets that they trust and participate in this market.